Here at LFM, we believe in three things very strongly. We believe in loving God, in loving people, and in loving life. Being a follower of Jesus, what greater things could there be than to live a life of love? And here at LFM, we're passionate about helping people to connect with who God wants them to be. We're passionate about people unlocking their potential to live life to the full and to know this amazing God who died to set them free. What does it really mean to follow Jesus? There's a difference between being a Christian and being a follower of Jesus. And the early church realised that. The night he was betrayed, Jesus spent some time with his nearest and dearest to talk with them about some of the things that were going to happen. And over the next few weeks, we're going to be taking some time to unpack some of what he said to help us learn more about what it means to follow him. Sometimes we think that to be accepted, we have to follow the rules. Being a follower of Jesus is learning obedience and learning that to walk with him is a joyful experience. Doing what God requires is the exit requirement of our faith and not the entrance requirement. Of all the churches in the New Testament, a number of years ago, the Thessalonian church got under my skin. They got under my skin because here was a group of people who, after 3 weeks with Paul, were left to rely on God for what it meant to follow him. And the church experienced a period of amazing growth where they became the only church in the New Testament that Paul called an example or a model for others to follow. Here at LFM, we've been growing as a church over the last year quite rapidly, and that brings with it all sorts of challenges. What can we learn from the Thessalonian church that will help us as a church continue to grow in a healthy and sustainable way that brings life to other people? When Paul and his team left Thessalonica, they left a group of young believers, young Christians, to rely on God, but essentially fend for themselves. The team that left, Paul especially, had a real concern for this young group of believers. He had a parental interest in who they were. When we grow as a church, we have a transformational responsibility for those who are coming to faith, to help parent them and grandparent them in the faith. What does that mean and how do we do that?